Hey, Orange One here. So, first of all, we've made the dive. We've updated to the most recent version. I think you can see the versions in here. I'm not sure. Where is it? There's a spot. I just kind of wanted to have you guys see because it's been a while since I actually updated. What is it? Is it debug menu? Info. Yes. No. Never mind. Uh, Anyways, it's Wednesday the 17th, and I'm playing on the most recent version. Um, Basically, the biggest change here is turns are now 1 second long. So if I move up one, only 1 second passes instead of six. So that's the big change. If you're seeing this like later, you're like, well, of course. But this is, I've seen a lot of people talking about things in the experimental, and I wanted to check it out, you know? So, also, second main thing before we dive into the whole adventure and everything, some of you may have been like, hey, wait, weren't you like way down over here fighting a group of zombies in the last episode? Yes, and I recorded an episode, but I had no storage space left. I've been playing a lot of This Land Is My Land, and that game has you basically I've just been totally sucked into it. I've just been obsessing with it. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But the problem with it that I found is that I play for like hours, and that is not sustainable. Really is not. And I've been recording hours, and then I just totally ran out of memory and didn't realize it and continued to play. And yeah, that doesn't really work. Okay, so we got some flashlights here. Sorry, I'm like totally talking about that when I'm like also thinking about what I wanted to get. So to give you also a recap on the combat, essentially what happened was I ran around the building. I like kited a few of the zombies down and around this building and around the back, and we were able to take care of most of them besides a skeletal brute, which is around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but we're probably gonna run into him in the dark here. So we do have to kind of keep that in mind. It would be nice if we could get a lockpick. What do I need to make a lockpick? Improvised lockpick. We can't craft it in the dark, but there's tons of scrap metal around here. So if we don't have anything that makes light, do I? Could probably start a fire and use the light from that. Let's just get some scrap metal. I'm pretty sure that we can do the improvised lockpick as long as I'm close to this fire. But then again, if there's zombies, they're gonna see this fire. At least right there, they would see it. Let's go ahead and light this this little bush on fire. I'm standing here. It's cloudy. Okay, that's good enough. I just don't want to be right next to it, because I've caught myself on fire before. It's not fun. Oh, so we need something with hammering one, so we need probably another piece of metal here. You have hammering one. That should work. That's probably our little friend that I was talking about just a second ago. 1 minute. That's too long. This dude's gonna be on us any second now. There's the skeletal brute. Yeah, we haven't been able to kill him. He's been a huge pain in our sides. Well, he's by the fire right now, which isn't exactly where I wanted him. I think we might be able to avoid him. Yeah, I don't know. Should I try and light one? I don't want to light one of these things on fire because then the zombies that are up north are gonna see us, because I didn't clear out that group. So there's definitely some zombies that are up there somewhere. There are braziers around here. I could grab one of those and go inside with it into the house. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab the brazier. Got tons of storage to do this with. Might as well, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the brazier. Actually, you know what we could do is we could just light a fire and put the metal in the oven. I feel like I should use the brazier because I brought it in. And then we'll take, oh, planks? Huh. I'm gonna be thrown off by a number of things. I know it because there's been some changes to the game. Start the fire, yep. That should be contained. It looks relatively contained. I'm just gonna quick save just in case, because if I die to this fire, that I don't think is legit. Can I make another one of those? Put it down. I think 3 will be enough. I think 3 will be enough. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. You know what's something I've been wondering about is I wonder if you pour water onto a fire, if it would actually put out the fire. I think it will, but I haven't actually played around with it, so I am unsure. So where's that brute at? He's just hanging out by the fire. Has he seen us? No, he hasn't actually seen us. You know what we can do? Is I can show you just how little of damage we do to this guy. Check this out. 1 damage. Literally 1 damage. And that's pretty consistent too. I mean, the bolts don't stay in him, so there is that, which is kind of nice. He's gonna see us though if we try and go in that way. What if I try and lockpick this? Is this lockpickable? Yeah, it is. Nice. And that actually probably gave us a little bit of mechanics. No, it doesn't look like it did. Well, we're in. We're in this little tech shop. Probably the first thing I want to get is that book on ham radios. Because I would like to get some techie crafting going. That seems like something Nosh in that short that I based this character on. Something he would be down for. There's some water there. We are walking, which means our little friend is probably hearing us and getting into all kinds of a fit, listening to us. It's just a laptop. And that is definitely useful later on. I'm just wondering if I want to get it right now. Ooh, a soldering iron. A soldering iron. If you know anything about this game, you know that I basically skipped ahead just by finding that. That's a pretty solid find. I'm very happy about that. And with that soldering iron and some batteries, we might be able to get those solar panels off of that and onto our beetle. And we got a heavy duty cable, which means we can charge things up if needed. There was an alarm CBM that was over up here, wasn't that? We can't even disassemble it. I'm not gonna actually install that. That's a stupid CBM. But there's some techie crafty things that I would like to pick up. Do these set off the alarm? I feel like if we break the case, it's gonna set off an alarm. Well, let's be ready for that then. I think we want batteries. You hear the glass breaking. Okay, it doesn't sound like that. Set off the alarm. Good. Get our camera pro. I probably shouldn't be using our crossbow for this. Smashing in the glass, because it can actually damage the crossbow. Let's get this out. Oh, that MP3 and smartphone, I think we probably could just picked up. Okay, well, electronics store, we've got really, really good loot from that. We are exhausted though, and it is 2 in the morning, so I feel like we should probably head back. Or maybe what we could do is we could scout around just a little bit more. I've got a feeling the other zombies are up north, so I feel like I might be able to go west and then just kind of loot out some of these houses, and we'll make our way. Our car is over down here. I should mark these as looted though. So yeah, I think that we're gonna do a little bit more looting. You know what, before I leave, I'm just gonna take a second and just see what we have in this book. It's got 0 charge. No wonder. Smart one. Can I can turn that on, which gives me a little bit of light. Ignore the footsteps. I know what it is. Oh wow, there's a lot of crafting things in here. Let me just take a look and see if there's anything I want to craft. An electric lantern might be nice if we start getting UPS powered things. A vacuum sealer. Ooh, that would be nice. A lot of batteries though. Well, at the very least, we can get our skill up from that. I think that right off the get-go, what would be a good thing for us to make using this? I think like the electric lantern might be something that I'm interested in doing. We can do a combat chainsaw. Awesome. No lantern? Is it? I guess we don't have the skill for it or something like that. It's weird how they use brown now. I'm not a big fan of using that for recipes that we don't have. You deactivate the flashlight lamp, then how come I'm still lit up? Yeah, I'm lit up. Okay, there we go. It took a couple seconds to turn off, it looks like. Well, actually, that kind of makes sense as a cell phone app. So here's where I'm not sure if I should just go back down to the car now and drop off our loot or not. I mean, we do have 20 more pounds to go. We've got tons of storage. The one thing that I'm concerned about is getting caught out here with a ton of our stuff. Let's go ahead and get our crossbow back out. Keep that in our inventory. I would really like to get a scabbard for that. And you hear that? We got some stuff north of us. So I'm just gonna keep my distance as much as possible. Is this a grocery store? It is a grocery store. I'm not hearing anything. It's a good thing that we've got our whatchamacallit, our music off, so we can actually hear if there's anyone around us. Some decent things in here at least. Some food, definitely preserved food would be highly appreciated. Also, a big thing with the update is that they now have roofs on a lot of buildings, so we do have like essentially an escape route if we really needed to. But at the same time, that's probably a terrible idea. Ooh, flatbread. We could use that for some like sandwiches or something. Definitely don't want to be climbing on a building though if there's a large group of zombies chasing you, because they do take down buildings. I got a feeling that would not end well. Ooh, an orange and some rhubarb. You know what we can do? And a raw potato? Oh my goodness. You know what we can do? We could grow potatoes. What about the rhubarb? Oh, we need more rhubarb. Well, we could grow potatoes. We could be like, what's his name in The Martian? have our poop potatoes. But this time it'll be cow poop. Yeah. And hopefully by the time that we get back to base, I'm very hopeful about this, but I think what's gonna happen is we'll get enough milk to make cheese. Oh wait, what? Survivor zombie? Are we hallucinating? I don't think we're hallucinating. I think that's actually real. Oh look, you have a little indicator if you're running. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm not looking to get cornered with this dude, but if it's just him, I am not hearing anything else behind him. Oh, see, they disappeared. We totally were hallucinating. We just shot a figment of our imagination. There's a robin. Well, I'm gonna leave that alone. There's not really much point in me going and killing a robin. Is this a parking lot? No, it's not really a parking lot. Sometimes there's cars in parking lots, and I anticipated that right there. Can't pry that with the dive knife, unfortunately. Let's use our lockpick then. An alarm. Okay, well, no need to panic immediately, but we probably want to move. Northwest, I'm hearing crashes. So that means I probably don't want to go to my northwest. Let's lockpick our way in here then. We got, it looks like some stuff between us and whoever's out there. Oh, soy milk. Sure, we'll take that. Flour, ooh. Yeah, we can start making some sandwiches. And we got cheese spread. Wow, we really scored actually with this. Oh, a glass jar as well. We can preserve things in that. Man, that kitchen was a good kitchen for us. I mean, this character, to be fair, doesn't have that much loot from houses, so anything is going to be pretty good. Gallon jug of bleach. I'm going to just mark that. And a bat that's there, so that I know to come back for that. Oh, maybe that will have some bullet recipes in it. High explosives quarterly. Oh, I thought this was an enemy. It's a garden gnome. I think I'm gonna actually take the garden gnome. Just because it's awesome. And also you can get a guardian gnome. But we'd have to inactivate a turret. Southwest, I'm hearing wumps. Good to know. We are pretty encumbered right now. I would like that oxygen tank, but doesn't look like that's gonna work out. That's public space. I'm curious about what's in that, but at the same time I'm hearing things and we haven't really cleared this area. I heard a loud bang from an engine. Southwest, I'm hearing a thump. Well, let's just be cautious. Why am I seeing that over there? Oh, I've already explored that area, that's why. I do like having that enabled. You know, I know a lot of people are like kind of mad about that. Okay, I bet this is a hallucination too, but we're also out in a place where this zombie child may actually be. Okay, it's not a hallucination. It just bit our leg. Great. See, this is why I was being overly cautious. Because we're gonna just get random zombies in the night that we don't realize are there. Let's get that back in the back holster. Reload that and wield it. And yeah, I think that that's pretty good. Stop running. We are kind of encumbered. Oh, a big change that has happened is that wounds now need to be bandaged. So I really need to bandage that right leg, and I probably want to do that properly because it really, really does not heal unless you bandage something properly. I'm hearing a fair amount of smashing there. And something yelling out brains. More than I would like. Let's just say. We're hearing quite the party down there. Is that... Sounds like there's a zombie outside, but we haven't actually seen them. Makes me think they haven't seen us. Where's that shocker? It's really far away. Okay, there's probably a big group of zombies near you. Yeah, there's like other zombies that we could see from his light. Ooh, some duct tape. I'll take that. Seeing how we can't make duct tape, that's definitely a valuable commodity. Some gummy vitamins. Anything else in this mega bathroom? Nope. Definitely hearing some zombies. Mostly from the northwest there. I am gonna close this door then. Head down. Is that what I think it is? Bruised sewer snake. And there's what, some bile or something? Bile splatter? I'm a little bit nervous about what we'll find in here. Probably some zombie. And we're covered in bile from a boomer. I called it, didn't I? Given the fact that there's some zombies just up here, I think I kind of want to just head out. Let's run. And we're just gonna head out. Get some distance between us and them. I don't like fighting at 2:30 in the morning. Does not seem like a good idea, you know? But I'm very happy with the loot we got. I'm upset that you guys didn't get to join us, and I totally fluffed the recording there. But at least you're here now, right? At least you're here to see Nosh sneak through the dark. And let's walk. Yeah, so stamina also I think has been changed a little bit. So stamina takes a little bit of time, a little bit longer. Maybe it takes the same amount of time to recover your stamina. It's just there's 6 times as many turns now. So I think you need to manage your stamina and your health a little bit more carefully. Which makes sense. It was kind of crazy how you could just go into a fight, rest up one night, and then head out and you're like just totally fine. That was a little bit absurd. Did I think the car's, yeah, the car's up there a fair amount. Hopefully our friend, Mr. Skeletal Brute, has not destroyed the beetle. I'm pretty sure we can kill the Skeletal Brute if we shoot them with one of our guns. I'm just worried about the attention that would bring us from the neighbors, you know? I'm pretty sure we should just fall back to base. Heal up this leg a little bit. And maybe see about that milk production. If it will let me, I'm gonna, if there's no enemies nearby, just gonna unload a little bit of this. Don't really need any of this right now. We'll keep the lockpick on us. We'll keep the refillable lighter. Basically gotta dump everything. I need to remember that I totally have a soldering iron now. If I forget about that, that would be bad. Let's use a proper bandage. We have a little bit of a surplus. I still need to read those. I'm excited about getting some duct tape. That'll give us some crafting options. I mean, we're so limited on the supply though. It's gotta be our issue. I might be able to even repair the engine. No, I bet you need a welder for that. Yeah, you need a welder or a makeshift welder. Well, wait, third time's the charm there. I'm hearing something in front of us. Okay, there's nothing actually in front of us. Good. Looks like we're in the clear to head back to base. Got a decent amount of gas. I mean, I think it's around 30% last time I checked. Oh, looks, this actually gives you the reading out of the degrees of your direction that you're going, so it looks like 80s south. And then 90 is gonna be east. Huh. Okay. Kind of like compass or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's the degrees that you get on a compass, right? Like that's how it's oriented, because I know it's a little bit different than like your how you would graph something. You know, like when you have like, oh gosh, what's it called? Not the is it Euclidean graphing when you've got x and y coordinates? It's like the radial graphs or whatever. Gosh, what are those called? I can't remember them. You know what I mean? Like when you, instead of using x and y, you use the radial degrees as the direction, and then you have some sort of distance. And it's the same information as an x and y coordinate, but it's a little bit more useful if you're talking about like bearings or like navigating. There's some situations where you do want to use not x and y coordinates. It's interesting because GPSs, they totally use those old school like Euclidean things, which, you know, back in the day people have been like, no, you want to use like radial for like navigating out in the wilderness, but nope, not anymore. GPS, give me that x and y position and I'll tell you where you need to go. And I suppose we've been kind of trained to think like that, so it's not the worst. But it's still kind of odd, you know. At least for me. I think that's about where I want to be. Turn off the headlights. And that's the first thing that I'm curious about is if we have enough milk to make cheese. So I'm pretty sure that we have enough ingredients to do it otherwise. Hey, Chihuahua, I know. You want to say hi. I get it. So that's not the milk, is it? No, that's got our barbed wire bat, which I should probably pick up. Got a large thing of milk right here. And a glass bottle. Between those, that should be enough. I'm gonna run just to make sure that we get there before anything moves. Let's try milking a little bit more. Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. Milk. Pour that into the glass bottle. Oh wow, it took a little while there. So we definitely have enough milk now. We got actually just the right amount of milk. Let's see, cheese. I am running, so I should be able to get out of the way here. This is me being maybe a little bit silly. I just kind of want to see. Yeah, it's still a calf. It's still too young for us to tame and milk. So we got our milk. What else do we need to make the hard cheese? I think we have the vinegar, like out here somewhere. Category book. I think it's in the pitching a tent. The one for cheese, hard cheese. Yep. So let's look at that recipe. Let's spell cheese right first. Hard cheese. Yeah, we need curdled milk. But didn't we get something to curdle that in? Oh, I needed to get wild herbs. Right. Forgot about that. Let's see. Just want to make sure that I have the vinegar in here somewhere. It's probably with the food, maybe? I don't know. I think that we just have everything to produce cheese if we really need it now, which is perfect. Maybe we'll read up and heal up a little bit, and we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you for joining me. This has been Orange One.